Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, we got the tie-on. We got the Top Hollow Day theme running in the background. My favorite music for some Pokemon Sleep news. Now, whoa, that is all I gotta say to this. What? So, New Year's 2025. The reason why I say what is because, man, they threw this on us last minute. I think this is the latest they've announced an event, especially one this big. Uh, for a long time now. I think the most recent event that pales in comparison to this size is probably the old gold power plant release is like the next one back that was as big as what this one's going to be. And they told us about this just 5 days before this event is actually happening. So probably even 4 days, depending on where in the world you live. So yeah, crazy stuff here. We got a 2-week long event. Now, for this video, I am talking about just what the event details are and what's going on in the event. There's a lot of stuff to talk about with this event when it comes to strategy, because it just has a lot of mechanics going into it. There's a lot of stuff going on, and interestingly enough, tools that are going to be useful for answering the question of like which island's going to be best for you are still in development by RainOnX. I actually caught a quick capture here. Someone asked him, so one of the things in this event is their Dream Coins. It's working similarly to the Raikou main and the Suicune main Entei event shop sort of thing. They're having an event shop. And RainOnX basically said tonight, man, 5 subquests spawned right in front of me before the final fight. So he's working on doing the map rewards, which is a very useful tool. I just like that the man was like, okay, gotta take another day to get this out. So we don't really have all the tools available to us for what I want to do in terms of like talking about min-maxing this event and getting the most out of it. But we still have the news, and I still just want to talk about it with you guys, what is actually happening. So be on the lookout for a strategy guide. I'll likely have that tomorrow or the day after, maybe even on Sunday. I'm hoping it's not that late, but I'm kind of waiting on that tool by RainOnX, and also to have the time to review all the numbers myself. So, yeah, what is going on with this event? Well, we are having boosted spawns of pretty much every Pokemon that came out prior to the holiday event this year. They're also bringing back the Candy Cram-O-Matic, a fan favorite, and they have an event exchange that has some cool stuff. So, the first week of the event is the week of New Year's. The event also covers all areas, and they're not making it, well, okay. The event covers all areas, and it's going for 2 weeks, starting this Monday. This upcoming Monday, which is immediately after the holiday event ends. So it's going holiday event, straight into New Year's week 1, straight into New Year's week 3. We have 3 weeks of event back to back to back. And there's an event exchange that's starting on that Monday. Every day we're getting pseudo balanced sleep the whole week, and there's a certain Pokemon that are slightly more likely to spawn. And during week 1, we're gaining 1.5 times candy, and main skill is going to be multiplied by 1.25 times skill trigger rate. And all main skill levels are increased by 1. So skills are going to be extra strong during the first week, and week 2, final strength of dishes are multiplied by 1.25 times, or 2.5 times for extra tasty dishes, yada yada. That's all the same as usual. And then Dream Shards are boosted by 1.5 times. So, and they're also bringing the Candy Cram-O-Matic that week as well. So it's kind of like 2 mini events going on back to back. We have a candy boost and a main skill boost week 1, and then we have a cooking boost and a Candy Cram-O-Matic function week 2 with 1.5 times the number of Dream Shards. But, real interesting thing, Pokemon that we can encounter. Now, like I said, the first week is like the Pokemon that were introduced prior to like halfway through the year. So, we have the Fire Vulpix, Ninetales, all the ones from from Lapis Lakeside. And as you can see here, they're actually making it just like the event was happening, like a mini version of that event. Because even Dratini, Ralts, and Stuffle are available at Greengrass Island. which is not typically the case and will be taken away after that. And then, that's why it says the Pokemon of old do not appear during that time. Comfey, Cramorant on Cyan, Vulpix Ninetales at top, Cramorant at Snowdrop, and then all the Lapis Lakeside Pokemon are there. And Dedenne at the Old Gold Power Plant, because Dedenne is the only thing there that was released that early on to be at the Old Gold Power Plant. Week 2 is like the second half of the year. We got Wooper, Quagsire, Sneasel, Aaron, the whole 9 yards of all the Pokemon that were released in like the second half of the year, which includes putting Aaron, Shinx, and Grubbin at Greengrass Island, which is, once again, not normally the case, but they're doing that for this week and this week only. So if you're a new player, then you got the opportunity to catch one of those Grubbins again. I feel kind of bad because I just gave advice to some guy asking, should I invest in this Grubbin? And I was like, well, you're probably not going to have the opportunity to catch another one in 6 more months. Well, I was wrong, apparently, because this was being announced literally 2 days later. So, yeah, there's opportunity here to catch more Grubbin, even if you don't have access to the Old Gold Power Plant quite yet. But they're boosting the spawn rates for all of them. Notably, Sneasel and Weevil are being boosted at Snowdrop. This is the first time that Sneasel and Weevil are seeing a boost. And they're being the solo boost at Snowdrop. So if you want to catch them, then that is an opportunity. But it's not without its costs, and I will be discussing that in that strategy guide that I'll be releasing later. So be on the lookout for that. Now, Dream Coins. Dream Coins, from everything that I've read here, they work exactly the same as Legendary Mains. You get them based off your sleep sessions. You can't get them in the second sleep research of the day, so we're going to be wanting to get hundos, 100% sleep styles, every day of the event. If you have really, really high drowsy power, or really, really high Snorlax strength, then maybe you can do like a very imbalanced split. But overall, you're just going to want to be getting those hundos, because that's how we get Dream Coins. There are also some limited time missions. If you have a child's account that can't have access to friends, then you do get additional 70 at the beginning of the first week and again at the second week. And you also get them from friends in the research community as well. So, try to have level 5 friends. Don't drop your level 5 friends. They make a big impact. And that event exchange stuff can be used to purchase some pretty nice things, including Great Biscuits, Poke Biscuits, main skill seeds, and more. And then a few Poke Biscuits and Handy Candy S will be added at a slightly lower exchange rate during the second week of the event, so don't spend them all the first week, but you should also be getting more event Dream Coins in the second week, so you can probably afford these with what you get in the second week as well. Especially if you're a very cooking-focused player, since cooking is multiplied the second week. Then, the Cramomatic. Cramomatic's coming back. If you remember what it was the first time, basically you can spend some Dream Shards, you give it 40 candies, and then it gives you back one M-size candy of a random type, but it's more likely to be the type of the candies that you put in than it is other candies, so it's a pretty useful functionality, but it does cost Dream Shards, and it gets exponentially more expensive the more you use it. And then, yeah, there's just the notes thing. But that's the 2025 New Year's event. My goodness, they really just want to keep us on our toes, because this is a huge event. It's 2 weeks long. A lot of players probably don't have the good camp tickets for them. A lot of players probably don't have the easy travel tickets for it. So this is going to really test us when we don't have the resources that we usually plan to have when going into events. And I think that's cool. I think that's very cool. Unless you were someone who was planning for a possible New Year's event and didn't know what it was going to look like, but stockpiled stuff anyway. But yeah, that is pretty much everything to be said about the 2025 New Year's event. I also do want to note that there are bundles for it. I usually don't make mention of the bundles because it's very pay-to-win side of the game, only for the premium players. And I like to cater my content for both pay-to-win and free-to-play players. But I do think it is interesting that one of the bundles is 5,000 diamonds. I did an evaluation on that based off, like, the highest diamond cost thing. This would cost roughly $69.99 in US dollars in value of diamonds, going off the cheapest valuation of diamonds we can get. And, Yeah, that's not cheap, but it does come with a lot, so that's kind of interesting. I'm sure you can find other people out there that will give a better evaluation of these bundles. Like I said, I don't really look at them all that much because I personally don't have the diamonds to spend on them, but notably there is a sub-skill seed and a main skill seed and the biggest one. So if you have 70 bucks to spend, you know what? If you got it sitting around, go for it. But man, that is not cheap. So, yeah. If you have enjoyed the video and talking about the news, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I always try to cover the Pokemon Sleep related news within a day of it being announced because I think that is very interesting. It keeps me on top of things. I love it. I know you guys love it. So, yeah, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, stay updated. And as always, I thank you guys for watching and hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.